side. Put that back here. So for card number 2, I've done a few things already. Okay. So for this card, I did the same thing. I stamped it in Memento black. No problem. I used the first layer and I colored with my blending brush and some freesia. So the flowers were colored with freesia and a blending brush. Then I did the leaf image, which was number 2. So I did number 2 and I used Granny Apple Green. All right. I skipped number 3. I think it was number 3. Let me look at these stencils again that I got back here. So I used 1 already for that, and then I used number 2, and then I went straight to number 4 so I could add the dimension into the leaves. Again, I covered up my little flowers because I didn't want them to be colored, and then I pulled in number 5, and then I added Petunia Pop in there, okay? So I wanted to share with you guys using stencil number 3. I'm going to use a sponge dauber this time. So let me get stencil number 3 back. And it's dirty. I've got a little tub of water sitting here next to me. I'm going to run this around in the water and I'm going to blot it off with a paper towel so that we can use it again. Okay. So I just had a little tub of water. I literally just shook it around in there. All of that ink came off, and then I blotted it on a towel, and now I'm just going to kind of blot the rest of the water off with this paper towel, because I, of course, don't want to get water on my card. So let me just kind of make sure all the water is off here. And again, they really, the stuff just comes right off. Okay, so we're good. I'm going to put the rest of the stencils behind me again so they're not in my way. So I'm going to flip this over and we're going to put this back on, and we're going to use a sponge dauber this time to add the detail for this. Wait a second, is that the right one? Yeah, it should be. It should be. Oh, wait a minute, maybe I need my piece of paper back. Here we go. Because I need to tack my flower down. There, yeah, we're getting it. We're getting it. We're just going to rotate this just a little more until we get it in the right position. I feel like it's coming. I just have to be a little, and I should have saved my piece of paper where I made my little marks and stuff, and I didn't even think about it. So I'm just trying to carefully lay this on. I'm just kind of looking for where there's white space. And if I see any white sticking out, I'm just kind of rotating it a little bit. Yep, I think we're good. Okay, so now I'm going to use a sponge dauber, because I'm sure some of you probably have sponge daubers instead of blending brushes, and that's perfectly fine. So I have a little sponge dauber here, and I probably already have some ink on it, so I'm going to just kind of see if I have. Nope, I don't have too much. And I'm going to do the same thing that I did with my brushes. I'm going to try to get so that this is blending, so it's a little bit blended, and then I'm just kind of pouncing and twisting. Okay, pick up some more. We're going to do some pouncing and twisting, and we're going to get this whole thing covered with some Petunia Pop. And so if you need to add some, just dip it in again, tap, tap, tap it to kind of get it nice and blended, and come back, and then just kind of pounce and twist all around. You're just going to kind of want to make sure that you get all of the little openings covered with your ink. And we're just going to keep on picking up our excess here and then pouncing and twisting. And if we need a little more, we'll do the same thing, pouncing and twisting. And then we should be just about done. I'm just looking around to kind of make sure that everything has been pounced and twisted properly so that everything is colored. Okay, I think we're good. So we can lift this up, and then look how that just, oh my gosh, these stencils are so amazing. And they're literally like error proof. Like literally anybody can do this. You don't have to have any talent as far as watercoloring, because I have none. Believe me when I tell you that. So anybody can do this. It's just a matter of getting the placement on there, and you have time to wiggle them around. And again, if you're just working on one project, definitely put the lines you know, do the little markings like I did. That will be super helpful. And yeah, so now I'm just going to bring in my blends, and I'm just going to add, what do I have here? I have Petunia Pop. So I'm going to start with the light, and I'm going to do these little side buds here. And again, if you want to use, you know, if you want to color them with the stencil, so it would be like your leaf color, that's totally fine if you want to do that. I just think they look better, and I'm happier with them being colored. And this one I have a tiny bit of green on, but thankfully my Petunia Pop marker is pretty dark, so it's going to just cover that green right up. I'm going to come back with my dark, and I'm just going to kind of add a little bit of dimension by just kind of coloring over the lines that the stamp has created for me. And that's how I add my dimension most of the time. Okay. So then again, you would cut that out with the same die that's in the stamp set. And I have already done that. If I can find my pack of papers. Oh, here we go. So I die cut that out. So here it is. Super fantastic. And now I have another one so I can make another card. Yay. Okay. Then, so that was on a quarter sheet of white is what I did that on before I die cut it out. Then we're going to have a fresh freesia card base. So this is 5.5 by 8.5. And then I have a little piece of Petunia Pop that's 1.5 by 5.25. That's going to kind of go down here at the bottom. And then you're going to get this piece die cut. I'm going to die cut this for you. Okay. So you're going to get a piece of white, and you're going to get this die cut from the Elegant Borders dies. Melanie, I have no idea what kind of flowers they are. I have a brown thumb, so I couldn't tell you. I'm sure somebody on here knows. So you're going to get a piece of white that's going to already be die cut. So it's going to end up being about 5.25 by 3.75 from top to bottom, whatever. And I used the Elegant Borders dies. These were an online exclusive release sometime last year. I don't remember when. They're not in any catalog, but they are still in the online store. So the item code for these is 161593, or you can just go to the online store and search the word elegant, and they will come up. I think they were $30 or something like that. But for this card, you're going to get that in your kit if you order $35 out of my store. So this is kind of what the look I'm going for here. You're also going to get a little scrap of the Petunia Pop glimmer paper, and you're going to cut 2 of these little fun flowers. This is also, there's 2 of these dies in the die set, and then you're going to get 2 of these double leaves. Again, this is the die in the die set. So we're going to take those, and after we kind of figure out where we're going to stick this, we're going to tuck them underneath. Okay, so let me kind of assemble this a little bit. Oh, I am so happy you guys are liking this. I have to ask you guys, how many of you guys already have this bundle? And I know there's another one in the new catalog. I think it's called Layers of Beauty. Basically the same kind of thing. Just I think it's roses. And this is, I don't know what this is. But anyways, just wondering if you guys have this. All right, so we're going to add some adhesive to this layer. I'm not going to put any on this. I don't think it's necessary, and I think I could just end up making a mess if I try that. So I'm just going to go as close as I can. All right. Oh, lots of you guys do. Oh, yay. Dang, I can't believe this is, like I said, this is the first time I've used this. I was looking in my stamps. I thought, what do I want to go with today? And there it was. And I thought, ooh, yes. I haven't worked with masks in a while, and yeah, beautiful, beautiful flowers. Okay, so we're going to stick this on here. I don't know if I want it like that or like that. I kind of think I want it like this. So I'm going to do it with dimensionals, this top, this piece here, and then I'll come back and kind of tuck those other little things underneath wherever I think they need to be. I need some scissors to cut the edges around these dimensionals. Oh, there is one little lonely dimensional sitting in there all by itself. I'll kind of keep cutting these. Okay, I think this is good. I'm going to stick my fingernail into all of these, so that will kind of start to lift the backing paper up a little bit if you do that. And if you don't have a fingernail, you can press something else into it, but I think even if you didn't have a nail and you just kind of pressed your thumb, I think it would work. Okay, and I think I said, oh goodness, I think I wanted to do this. I hope they do too. These masks are so much fun and they're so pretty. And like I said, they are literally the easiest things in the world to use. You don't need any sort of skill, I'm finding, because I have none. And so, yeah, that makes me happy when I can make beautiful colored pieces of art. You know, when I really am not that great at coloring stuff. So, all right. Yes, and they are awesome in different colors. So I've already given you kind of an orangey version. We've got the purpley version here. And then we're coming up with a blue version next. Oh, goodness. How did that even happen? Okay. So we're just going to kind of tuck those leaves underneath, and then we're going to kind of tuck these little flowers. And again, I keep saying this every time I'm live and I do these detailed die cuts. I'm like, why in the world did I not use adhesive sheets? Adhesive sheets make this so much easier, but here we are. We didn't use them. It is what it is. All right, and I think I'm going to just kind of tuck this right in over here. Something like that. Okay. Ooh, dang, that's pretty. Okay, then for the inside, I have this, and this I just colored with blends. I did not use the masks on the inside here. I just used Stampin' Blend. So I just kind of put my stamp on. How did I do it? Let me find those two little goodies. So I just kind of did it like this, just right in the corner, the top of the large stamp. And then I colored it in with the Petunia Pop blends. And then I added the leaves with some Granny Apple Green. And let's see, do we have a sentiment? We do, but I honestly think I want to say happy birthday. And so I'm going to pull in the Simply Said stamp set. I'm sure you guys all have happy birthday stamps if you wanted to copy this. And so whip out a happy birthday stamp, and I'm going to mount this on my block here. So give me just a second. I got to make sure it's straight. So let it get back to its normal shape. And then I think I'm going to do it. Do I want to do it in Freesia? Nah, I better do it in Petunia Pop. I was thinking the Freesia, but then I thought, no, I better not. Yes, Trish. Yes, she said there is a tree set in the online exclusives that has masks. So it's pretty fantastic. I might actually have a card using it. I think I got it in a swap. So let me, yes, let me look. I have a few cards here. Oh, I was pretty sure. Oh, here we go. There it is. So this is what Trish is talking about. This is what she said, Frosted Forest. Is that what you called it? Frosted? Yeah. And so you can see that it has the same stencils to add dimension to the tree. So very, very nice set. And then the person that gave me the swap added those fun little bird embellishments. I'm assuming they're still in the online store. What are they called? Where do I even have mine? Here we go. The adhesive backed dragonflies and birds. So there you go. So that's what's on this card. There's a lot of really fantastic online exclusives. Don't forget that I have a link in the description of this video, you guys, that will take you to a PDF that I bought from a gal who creates things like that. I paid her for it, and then I was able to put my own contact information on it. So bless her for putting that together, because that does make it quite a bit easier to order online exclusives when you can sort of see, you know, what goes with what, and that PDF file really, really helps. Okay, so we're going to add this to the inside. And then again, we're not going to add any embellishments, but you could put some rhinestones on there if you wanted to.